What's up, Rosebuds? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wilted Roses Wednesday. Sorry, I'm a little late. Okay, it's summer break. It's summer break. Everybody's home, but the house is very busy. So forgive me for being late. How are y'all doing today? I know y'all saw the thumbnail. We're going to be talking about how the internet is in shambles over Amanda Seales and her co-signing for Cheyenne Bryant. That's the one thing we're going to discuss. So I said we're going to go Seales, Bryant, ABBA versus Fresh and Fit a little bit, and then Tommy versus Smell the Roses. Okay. Yeah, I've missed you all. I have about 3 funny videos to go over with, and then I figured I open the panel so that you guys can join me. What's up, Willing to Win? It's good to see you. Rev, Dr. JC, rather. It's good to see you too. Those are the only 2 people I have in my chat right now. I see other people coming into the room. Winston is here. He hears that I'm talking to somebody, so he's trying to get into my business. So, all right, Win, it's time for you to go sit down. Okay. Anyway, so let's get into it. I'm going to bring this video up. This video is from one of my favorite content creators. Y'all already know Jada Black. We've covered him before here. So I was going to show a completely different other video of Amanda Seales, but apparently some other hot news has come out since I was last going to report on her. Like, what is going on? She cannot get it together. She looks highly pissed off right here. So we're gonna see what Jay is talking about. What's up? Doggy 2728. What's up? Hi, it's good to see you. Welcome to Smell the Roses. Okay. And then what's up, Omega? I don't want to say your other name when you're in the room as your other name. So what's up with you? It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so we're going to get into this video. This video is kind of funny. So if y'all don't know, I did a little read on Cheyenne Bryant, the lady who's supposed to be a doctor who's really not a doctor, right? So before it all just hit the fan that she wasn't a doctor, although we were already speculating that she wasn't a doctor, I read her for filth. Okay, I did a little video on her. If you haven't seen it, go check out one of my video uploads from, I believe I did it about 2 weeks ago. But I basically drag her for like, why do people call her a doctor? Like, what has she shown us that says she was a doctor? Absolutely nothing. So, yeah, I did a video on her, and come to find out, she can't supply her doctorate degree. She can't prove that she graduated from the school. The school has come out and said that she's basically not telling the truth because you are able to get your records from their school. So basically all these things that Cheyenne Bryant has been saying that has been leading her down the road of lies and speculation and public speculation, Amanda Seales decided it was time to like rear her head into the business and say that she doesn't understand why people are upset at Cheyenne Bryant. Anyway, so that's what this video is about to show us. Okay, so this video is from Jada Black. I hope you like it as much as I did. Let me give it a like, and here we go.
Because we're going to talk about this meltdown that Amanda Seales had in regards to a video she put out defending Cheyenne Bryant. Now, in her previous video, I'm not going to play both because these videos are way too long. I'm mainly going to talk about the first portion of this video. Like this response video where she's upset is over 30 minutes long. I can't react to that. I mean, if this was a live stream, it'd be different. Maybe I'll revisit this again in a live stream, both of those videos. But in the first video, Amanda Seales was like, so what if she's not credentials. She's not hurting anybody. Then she throws Maya Angelou under the bus and said, and Maya Angelou wasn't a real doctor, but she called herself a doctor.
Let me say something else right here. Do y'all remember when there was like a young man, I think he was in Florida or he was in North Carolina somewhere, and he was acting like he was a gynecologist? Do y'all remember that young man? And he kept getting certified in different states, going from states to state. And people were actually really happy with his work, saying that he was the best doctor ever. And he wasn't a doctor. Do y'all remember how women were dragging him for filth? Now this woman is saying it doesn't matter if this lady that goes around saying that she's a therapist is actually a therapist. No. Yes. Yeah. Remember that was like a weird, he was young too. He was like a young guy. Yeah, and he was going around pretending like he was a real MD doctor. A gynecologist is an MD. Like they've gone to medical school and graduated and are board certified at some university hospital, or like, okay, so she was absolutely wild and egregious for sticking her neck out there for this lady who isn't a doctor but has literally coined herself as a doctor.
And just going on and on, right? Now, I posted an X post, and I said, reminder that Amanda Seales never apologized for the accusation she made against Myron Rolle, right? I just want people to understand that Amanda Seales is somebody who's trapped in her own world. And I've never seen somebody who acts as if they are against the machine and against the status quo and against the entertainment industry have so many opportunities in media, like so many opportunities that she sabotages because she's a self-sabotager, right? And in her trying to defend Cheyenne Bryant, it's because Cheyenne Bryant is a black woman who is the same skin complexion as her, and she feels like she has to defend her on some camaraderie. That I'm telling y'all, it's deep. Y'all may not say, well, that's not true. Okay, so she knows that there are black women out there that are credentialed. I'm pretty sure she's seen the licensed therapist who was out here telling the world that this woman isn't licensed, and she's doing sessions with people. She's doing therapy sessions. She's calling herself a doctor. And instead of Amanda Seales understanding that, she is befuddled that people would be calling out Cheyenne Bryant, because you see, women aren't used to women being called out like this. You see, Amanda Seales and women like her, they're not used to being called out. They're not used to people holding them accountable. So she wants, in her own way, to defend Cheyenne Bryant, because in her mind, how dare any of you call out this woman, this black woman? How dare you talk about, her non-credential? So
do y'all feel like that? Do y'all feel like it's like, how dare we critique her for saying that she was a board certified, or maybe she didn't say board certified. Maybe she just said she was a therapist for 13 years or however many years she said she was a therapist. Like, are we not allowed to be kind of miffed at her for not telling the whole truth? Like, if you're a life coach, just say you're a life coach, right? Like, that's totally fine. Go ahead and say that you're a life coach. But to say that you're a therapist, it's like, why would you do that? You would do that so that you could charge more money and be more hateful to your own people, is how I feel about it. It's like, no.
What? She's not hurting anybody. How do you know? This woman could be out here, giving therapy sessions unlicensed.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, basically, like, when she started, I think it started, Dog Eaty Dog. I can't, I hope I'm saying your name right. I think it started when she was getting into it with like Corey Holcomb, or Corey Holcomb had started like questioning if this lady was a real doctor. And now, since this has all happened, the Corey Holcomb thing, and now people are questioning her credentials, basically it's because I think, personally, I think the reason why people just started calling her out is because she just doesn't carry herself like a doctor. You know, like if she was out here being all humble and she wasn't acting crazy on Love and Hip Hop California, then I don't think people would question her credibility. You know, if she was always looking like Dr. Phil was looking, you know, you wouldn't question it, because you would just feel like, of course, she has her credentials. She couldn't be out here lying to everybody. She couldn't possibly be out here lying to everybody. Like, that's not cool. And yeah, I'm gonna open up the chat, everyone, and like after I cover these videos, okay, and so we can talk about it. Yeah, but I think it's because she was out here moving wild and wonky that people were just kind of like, a therapist wouldn't dare act like that, would they? You know? Okay, so Pooh Man says, oh, and so does Omega 86. So they say, notice how when she was calling out Black men, she was good. But when she started to call out Black women, they said, oh, hell, bitch. Yeah. Oh, hell nah. Yeah. Y'all done up and done it. Y'all done up and done it. Okay. And then Pooh Man says, smell the roses. It was because she started talking about women, not men. Yeah. So your theory, y'all's theory is that as soon as she switched it over to start talking at the women were the one like, hold up, is she even a doctor? Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So funny. Let's let Amanda Seales crash out. Okay, because so she was all for her just a day ago. She was all for Cheyenne Bryant. And whatever Cheyenne did, apparently, allegedly, now she has a problem and is crashing out. So
to people, you don't know that. And she's giving them probably all types of bad advice. We've seen her do interviews, and we've seen how at times she tends to stumble and fumble over her words when she is asked very simple questions about her own life, in her own situation. We've seen this. Now, I guess because she was on Amanda Seales' show, Amanda Seales, you know, wants to defend her because she went on Amanda Seales' podcast or show, whatever. She interviewed her. And I guess, you know, Amanda has some sort of invisible loyalty because, you know, Cheyenne Bryant did, you know, I guess they basically.
If I would have interviewed a fraud, I would have just been like, hey, y'all, at 6 o'clock, you know, 42 Wednesdays ago, I interviewed this woman named Cheyenne Bryant, and she turns out to be a charlatan. She was selling us snake oil. I would just come out here and say that to y'all. I would just be like, I was fooled, y'all. Never again, y'all. Next time, y'all let me know. Like, I would be coming at y'all. I mean, because what's the point? Like, I did it. So now we got to talk about it, right? Like, it's just like, come on now. Like, everything we do is going to be is, you know, you can have all the good faith in the world. It doesn't mean it's going to turn out, you know. You could bet on the wrong team. Like, who thought the Knicks were going to go as far as they went, you know? Like, who bets on the Knicks, you know? But okay, you know, sometimes you lose. So yeah, anyway, shout out to the Knicks.
We work together, or not work together, but you know, she spoke to her in the interview with her. So now she wants to defend her. That's what it says. And she does not like the pushback she is getting. And she wasn't even getting a lot of pushback. I mean, yes, there are going to be people who disagree, but she's acting like the internet is against her. And that's not the case. So let's check out this video. Make sure y'all let me know what you think in the comment section as well.
I'm so done with this place. I'm so done with y'all. I'm done with this fucking internet.
Well, you're not.
I'm done with sharing my thoughts fuck you. Literally. The fact that I have been harassed for the duration of this Cheyenne Bryant shit to talk about it, only to then have an actual conversation about it, which I said, it's fucked up that she lied. It is not okay that she lied. I'm also not going to throw her away. Y'all want me to throw people away, but you don't think it's okay when people are throwing folks like Cori Bush away. So now I have this abolitionist heritage site. This person did several swipes about how I'm fucked up and I'm not standing on business for not saying that, for not wanting to throw away Cheyenne Bryant.
Oh.
Like, and I'm going to keep saying what I said, which is, it is fucked up that she lied. She also was great on my podcast. Now someone's here saying, but you threw Kamala away. How are you comparing a vice president that supports and continues to get behind genocide and Zionism with a lady who is a life coach? How? 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 How are you all mad at me for saying that Jasmine Crockett is foul for shitting on Cori Bush while lying to her constituency about not being Zionist? Like, what are y'all talking about?
I'm sorry, y'all.
I think that, and again, she is taking this into different directions.
Yeah, she's trying to get all political and like, Amanda, nobody cares about your political points of view. Like, you can't even get it together. Like, you can't even get it together with just a basic film crew. Do you think we're really going to come to you for any kind of civic learning about our civic duties or anything like that? I mean, you can't even get along with a fake cast of friends. Like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. And some people need to be thrown away, you know, whether you agree with her or not. Like, yeah, Chameleon. Oh my God. Like, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Kamala isn't black. Will people stop saying she's a black woman? I don't know. I don't know. It's like they accept the people that have black in them that never claim that they're black, but the people who claim to be black, they literally have to prove why they think they're black and if they're black at all. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. The ones who want to claim it can't claim it, and the ones who've never claimed it, they don't never have to claim it. The black people will just claim them. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm talking about the ones that they won't accept, the ones who do claim it to be black, the mixed breeds who do claim it. I mean, it's like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't, Pooh Man. Okay. Amanda is like, I can burn. I mean, really, it's like she cannot get it together. How do you fall out with Issa Rae? Like, how do you fall out with her? Like, how many Issa Raes are there in Hollywood that you fall out with her and they don't even invite you to like parties because you're so unbearable? That is just like, you can't even get along with your coworkers. Like, girl, okay? Anyway, I remember I fell in love with Amanda back during the Cosby Show. I think it was the Cosby Show. That's where I first saw her at. So and then me and her are both gymnasts. So we have that in common. So I used to be a big fan of Amanda. But then it's just like, she just started going like deep off into the edge. Like, and then that whole Shannon Sharp thing just didn't sit well with me. It was just weird. And somebody called it out earlier that she self-diagnosed herself with autism. It's like, no wonder why you agree with the doctor that calls herself a doctor that's really not a doctor. because you do that for yourself. You self-diagnose yourself with autism. Like, what? It's so egregious. It's so egregious. But just like, she just can never be agreeable.
I want it to be focused on why she's upset about the little bit of pushback she got, which wasn't even a lot. I just think that, again, you have women like her, they don't like to see other black women called out. And the thing is, Amanda knows that she's being called out mainly by other black women, and that's why she's pissed. Because, they believe in a sisterhood, especially her, even though we don't know who her, have y'all seen her with black women as friends, and they believe they need to defend each other and take up for each other. But a lot of black women, especially in the educated circles, are calling out Cheyenne Bryant, and it's pissing her off, because it's like, it ain't just anybody calling her out. It's the educated class, which is why she's bringing it back to politics. But you have to understand something when it comes to women like Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales, again, is a woman who has done things in her past, as far as Myron Rolle, and never apologizing for that. When you have somebody who has issues, I think Amanda Seales has issues. I think she has undiagnosed issues. This is why she doesn't have a problem with Cheyenne Bryant not being licensed. Maybe she doesn't like therapy, right? Maybe she tried therapy and dislikes it. So she's but she doesn't respect the profession of licensed therapy. She thinks it's useless. This is why she's defending Cheyenne Bryant also. She thinks that it's useless. And again, we need accountability. And I think Cheyenne Bryant is getting accountability. And when you hold these women accountable, other women feel some type of way. Now, again, Amanda Seales will talk about all day long how she's against the machine, this person, that person, but she's always getting opportunities in that same white media, Zionist media, because that's mainly media now, right? So let me get back to this video here.
Yeah, come on now.
How?
Stop it.
How are you all mad at me for saying that Jasmine Crockett is foul for shitting on? Because when I'm in the world, I don't have these issues. I literally just left Ohio yesterday and had a beautiful time with the folks at the Black Expo. A great time. It's y'all that are stuck here in this social media nonsense that are just turning over constant opinions that are not based in actual fact, but are presented as if they're the only option. Like, y'all need a break. I touch grass every goddamn day. Y'all need a break. Y'all need a break. And when folks want to misrepresent what I say in order to then garner some sort of like support, you would think that I am out here standing on a platform for Cheyenne Bryant, which I am not. I have decisively chosen not to make a platform or a video or anything about this person because I do not consider it to be important at the extent of what's really important right now, which is the fact that we have a fascist government that is going unchecked, which is the fact that we have black coons all over the place being paid to support this, which is also the fact that you all are so willing to get behind somebody just because they look like you, even if their values are complete shit.
Well, let me say this. Why don't you call out those politicians? Because there's a lot of people especially the Democratic Party, full of black people, and at the party of black people, Democratic Party, who y'all never call out, who do absolutely nothing for black people. They go along with what Republicans want and Democrats want. They go along with what the Zionists want, and y'all say nothing. Okay, until your back is against the wall, and now you want to point out
Sorry, Winston was tripping. He's not hungry, y'all. He wants me to like give him chin rubbies, and I'm doing this. I can't give him chin rubbies and navigate what I got going on here. So he's not hungry. He eats at 7:30, just in case PETA is watching. Okay, he eats at 7:30 in the morning and 7:30 in the evening. Okay, he has 2 meals a day. Winston is very spoiled. Okay, but y'all can hear me now, right? Okay, I can hear you now. Great. Okay, so what I was saying is I don't know anything about Zionist parties and all of those things. Like, I can't even tell you, but what I do know is that this lady just doesn't seem to like sit down long enough to like get the entire picture, and she's always like double speaking. Like, she's always going way too far off the deep end and speaking off of both sides of her mouth. Okay, Winston, he's not hurt, y'all. He's not. Why are y'all saying free Winston? They're saying free Winston. Can you please tell them Winston is fine? Anyway, he's fine, guys. Come here, Win. Come here. See, he's fine. He's going out with my son. What happened? Okay, anyway. It just seems like Amanda Seales is batshit crazy. I'm sorry to call her that, but she's just always speaking out of both sides of her neck. And I don't know where, the whole Democratic and Republican parties come about in all of this, and this lane that Jada Black is going down. I don't know much about all of that. Okay. It's just, to me, I do agree with the whole Kamala isn't black thing. And I know that's crazy because we're going to get into that later. But she's never damn claimed it. So I agree. I do agree with in her craziness. I do agree on this point. And that's what I wanted to say to y'all. What's up, Sandra? It's good to see you, girl. Yo, videos, girl. They're so juicy. Your video today was so juicy, Sandra. Oh my God. If y'all don't know Sandra, y'all need to get to know her. Okay. And what's up, Latanya? Yeah, chin rubbies. But if y'all don't know Sandra, y'all need to know her. Her page is amazing. She's been on her Nancy Drew, her Carmen Sandiego, however you want to call it, detective, her Inspector Gadget. She's been having all that on, and her videos have been riveting lately. Okay. Especially if you want to talk about this whole ABBA versus Fresh and Fit thing. Her videos are where it's at, juicy. Everybody has an opinion about it. My opinion is I'm pretty in line with what most people are thinking, but I have just a little different take on it. So yeah, anyway, we're going to talk about that next. Okay. But it's good to see you, Latanya. It's good to see you, Sandra. Yeah, Pooh Man, thank you for putting Sandra's page in the chat. Thank you so much. This is Sandra's page. Please go and subscribe to her channel. She's awesome. She is amazing. Okay, amazing. You will love her content. She has a great personality, funny sense of humor. Yes, Nancy Drew, because of today's video. Like, you went deep undercover. You were deep undercover. Anyway, I'm so proud of you. Anyway, so that will be our next topic, will be ABBA from Fresh and Fit. And Sandra has been doing some great ABBA videos. So, and I know I've covered Fresh and Fit on this channel before. Not Fresh and Fit, but ABBA and Preach. I've covered ABBA and Preach, and y'all don't really like it, but I figured y'all would like to hear about the drama that's going on with ABBA, not so much Preach. And thank you, 30K. Thank you for gifting 5 Smell the Roses memberships. If you received a membership from 30K, please say thank you to him, okay? That is super awesome. What's up, talented Mr. Head? Mr. Heat. Sorry, that 8 threw me off right there. I don't have my glasses, y'all. So I really need to be like this into the camera. But I can't because y'all will be talking about how big my forehead is, and that's not cool. Yes, 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 yes. I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. So I will be in touch with you, okay? Like I'll give you a couple weeks before I start emailing you like crazy. But yeah, okay, so it's good to see everybody. Steve, what's up? Steven, woohoo! Don't forget about your girl. Don't forget about your girl. Okay, and Lee Turner, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, hey Latanya, it's good to see y'all. Okay, so we've pretty much talked about Amanda. Amanda is co-signing the fake ass Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. How do y'all feel about that? That is a topic that I want to discuss later when I open up the panel. Okay, we're going to kind of keep this streamlined and stick to the topics because I don't want to be like other people, make things personal and then get out of control and crash out. Okay, so we're going to talk about the next topic at hand here. Let me bring this down. So yeah, love Jada Black. Don't know the first or second thing about Zionist parties and all of that. So I didn't want to keep going on this video, but I did want y'all to see that it's like he said the same thing. She can't pair bond with women or pair bond with men. So when it comes to gender dynamics, it doesn't seem like she's a good fit for anybody. Like Amanda, like you need to seek real therapy from a real therapist and not Cheyenne Bryant. Okay. That is what I say. In a minute, I'll open up the panel and then we'll hear what the people have to say. All right. So we're going to switch gears on Amanda. Let me stop this screen and then bring me back up. Yeah. So, hey guys. So now I'm going to look for this, the second video. The second video is about Fresh and Fit. I wanted to keep it neutral because I do love the videos that have been coming out from Sandra. You know, of course, I watch Messy. I watch her live early in the morning, and then I get, you know, then I do my own little video reviews. Like I watched a little bit of O'Shea. Then some other videos are suggested. I watch those too. So I kind of like, when it comes to the ABBA and the ABBA thing, I do think that it's scummy, right? That, you know, because I like Jason's Black. I liked his video a lot on ABBA. Like, I'm not gonna say that it's a good thing what he was doing, right? Like you're not supposed to like willy-nilly go out and procreate life and just keep doing it, you know, at least allegedly. I don't know if this was happening, but it's also like it takes two, you know, because he doesn't get the opportunity if I don't let him, you know, one, fly me out, two, you know, disrobe me or unrobe me, dis or unrobe me, either one. And then it's like, then to, you know, take everything off and then to like actually get into the position, you're talking, you're kissing, you're moving, you're grooving. And then you don't even like say not without a condom. I mean, ladies, like you uphold the standard. Like it's never my son's responsibility or any other man's responsibility to uphold your own standards, right? Like it's like if you want to hit it, then you want to hit it the way I'm telling you you're allowed to hit it. And if I'm telling you you need a raincoat, then and you don't have one or you don't want to wear one, then right then and there we've already negotiated a very big piece of our relationship or non-existent relationship, right? It like in that moment right there, when a man is like telling you, we don't need one, or I don't feel like going to the store to get one, or it's just me and you, like I haven't been with nobody else. It is up to you as a young lady to say, that doesn't work for me. Well, next time. Next time, maybe next time when you take me on a date, you'll be ready for going to third base, right? It's like, what? Y'all just meet somebody and y'all just go raw? Off rip, off base, off like GP, just like we cool. We done talked on the phone for 3 days, and that's it for y'all. I mean, did y'all used to hunch when y'all were little? Like, come on, man. It took like you had to know that little boy for like weeks before you let him play the grip game with you. You know what I mean? Like, you wasn't just out there tooting your booty out for everybody to grab it, was you? Were you out there doing that? Because I went to Woodridge Elementary School, and we did not play them games. Just because you was new to the school, and you were cute, that didn't mean you could just automatically grab my butt during the gripping game. No, no. I'm just saying. Y'all know that game, right? Am I the only one that knows that game? I grew up here in Georgia and in Kentucky, so mostly in the South, and in Germany I went to school with American kids and German kids, and they all played the game. So I don't even want to hear it. But nah, like, you don't get to do stuff like what Abba and these girls was doing until like years in the relationship. Like, you just getting on a plane and going overseas. You get there, you get to another country, because Canada is another country. How you getting played in Canada as a young lady? That just lets me know that like everything was just free off the rip. Like, you know, the milk, everything, like everything. Just I don't know. So I feel like he's a scummy scumbag. And then on the other hand, it's like it's up to young ladies to uphold their honor. If you're not letting your dad vet these men, and you're not letting your dad see who you're dating and know who you're dating enough to tell you like that guy looks like bad news, then you can't get mad when you make bad decisions and then people don't want to hit you back, because they experienced you and they felt like your box was trash, or whatever, what have you. It's sad and it's harsh to hear, and nobody wants to hear that, but it's just kind of like, it is what it is. It's a risk that you take. And as a young lady, you have the power to control or mitigate that risk. It's like, maybe you don't get with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Maybe you say, for 6 months out of the year, I'm going to go cold turkey. I'm going to get over this guy that I've been under and that's been doing me dirty for years and years and years. And I'm going to find myself in 6 months, and then retry the dating scene again with a fresh, clear set of eyes. I don't know. But you don't just keep swinging from vine to vine. That's what I do know. Like my dad, when I was dating, guys had to pick me up from the house. They usually called first, so they had like an initial conversation with my dad. And then they would come by and pick me up, and they would always knock on the door, say hello to my parents, and then we would go out on the date. Could you imagine if a dude like honked his horn in front of my house with my dad? He would lose it. He would go crazy. He would not let me leave. He would not let me leave. Like, girl, you ain't going on that date. I can save you time wasted. You are not going on that date. So yeah. Anyway. Okay, so here we go. All right. Let's watch this video. So this video is one that I feel is partial. I don't know either of these camps. The content is just really strictly like kind of like what I feel like my opinion is. He points out all of the trashy, seedy pieces, but yeah, I agree for someone. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. And I work with those very closely, you know, that work on that vaccine, and it is very good, you know, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you don't know if it's like a chicken and the egg kind of a thing. It's like you want people to be safe, and if they're not safe, you want something to protect them, but at the same time, you're giving them something that feels like they don't need to be as safe. It's a conundrum. Public health is hard. Okay, don't let people tell you that public health workers do not do good work, because they do. They do. What's up, Just Cause? What's up, Sentiment? What's up, For Someone? It's good to see y'all. Okay, so for some, yeah, okay, yes, good to see you. Abstinence is being safe. Yes, I agree. I agree. It is. Abstinence is being safe, but you can't tell young adults how to live their lives. You know, they're going to do their thing, and they're going to listen, or they're not going to listen. They're going to go to Houston spring break. You're going to go to Houston spring break, you know? So yeah. All right. So here's this video. I'm not sharing, so let me share screen. This one is from the tip. Let's see. I'm sorry. No, that's not it. This one. Okay, so I'm going to share this one. All right. And I'm going to make this big and pretty. All right. So here we go.
I was like, clingy? How is that a bad thing? I didn't get him pregnant and left him.
I was pregnant in Montreal. He kicked me out.
She got upset about that.
For years, we've had ABBA and Preach being the morality enforcement team, especially spearheaded by ABBA. Illusion of being the morally upstanding content creators on the platform, that illusion has now been shattered. So we're going to keep it 100 and look at this liability audit with ABBA and Preach brand, specifically ABBA, and what his actions, what type of ramifications it will lead into after he's been uncovered to be like a replica of the people he's been criticizing over the years, when he is the same type of person, archetype that they are as well.
Then there's Stephanie, a young lady that lives in Switzerland.
Girl, you can't get people pregnant. How is that like truthful? That's not being truthful. It's truthful because I went to
the matter of the fact is that he's the common denominator.
That the same type of people he has been criticizing over the years, when the evidence has shown that ABBA may be moving the same way.
There's another young lady in North Carolina.
Okay, before he gets into that, let me just, the creepy thing about it is one, the thing that's creepy on the lady side is that you would meet someone and then just like have such an intimate moment with him with real, you really don't know him. You're flying in, so you're essentially sleeping raw with a somebody, because he's literally nobody. He was literally nobody to you, you know? So like, how did you meet him? You had to have met him off the internet. So you guys are just raw backing people that you meet off of the internet. And that makes sense, ladies? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. And then the weird thing for him, so that's the weird thing for the ladies. And then the weird thing for the guys is like, bro, if you have sperm in your body, you should be moving in a way that makes you think that you could potentially have babies. Okay. So like releasing yourself in a woman that you're not going to commit yourself to, or that you automatically know that this isn't where I'm going to be for the next 5 minutes, let alone 5 years, then you shouldn't be sleeping with her without any kind of physical protection on your little person. Okay, there needs to be a condom wrapped on you. You're shooting up the club with girls you don't want to stay with, and then you're expecting them to eat Plan Bs like M&Ms? Like, do you know what a Plan B does to you? A Plan B is not just a pill that you take and you, like, the next 7 days you're fine. No, the next 7 days you are going through it. All hell breaks loose on you. What is wrong with y'all? So, like, he needs to just, like, get his mind right. Like, in whatever he was thinking in his mind to potentially, allegedly, I don't know, I think I snapped, to do this like 5 times in a row, or 3 or 4 to 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 times in a row. That's too much. That's too much. That's a sick, nasty pattern.
And then there's also
Yeah, around 119.
That was it. 4.
And not only has the Aberrant Preach been the moral, upstanding type of content creation brand out there, but it just goes to show you when the guys that portray themselves to be the nice guys use tactics and strategies when having relationships with.
And that's another thing, young ladies. Nice guys, bad guys, tough guys, whatever the guys, all guys, all guys, all guys, okay? You have your own freaking standard, right? If he wants loving, he better have a rubber. If he doesn't have a rubber, then he gets no loving. You can give him a kiss, you can pat him on the back, but it ain't no pancake baker's man. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you uphold a standard. Like, you're not sleeping with me unless this is happening. And every time me and you think about doing this and this and this is what's happening every single time. I'm not budging on that. If you can't accept that from me, to be intimate with me like that, then this ain't happening. Bye. Like, this is sex. This isn't like, it's your sex, just like it's his sex. Like, it's your sex to have. Why aren't you like negotiating with it better? Like, it's yours. Like, you literally say only gold can enter here, or only silver can enter here, or only trash can enter here. Like, that is what you're saying. Think about what you're doing. Your love instrument. It's your love instrument. I played the clarinet. You think I wanted my clarinet just rolling around on the streets every day? I had to pick that thing up and put it in my mouth. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, ladies. Come on. Right. No love, no glove. There you go, Lee. See, I could never say nothing like that, like out loud. Like, you know, when I was younger, like that would just mortify me. You know what I mean? Like, oh God, no, you know, like nobody's doing that. But people do that, okay? People do that. And so that has to be at least your baseline standard, you know? And then we think about loving and no gloving once we are in a relationship, and I know you ain't going nowhere, and we go to the doctor together, and I know you ain't got nothing, and then we can be everything we need to be for each other's sweet dreams. That is appropriate. That is how you move through the appropriate steps of dating. You don't meet on the first night and give gawk and back shots. Like, no. No, you guys, come on. I'm just saying, don't laugh, y'all. That's what. Come on. I'm serious, Janelle. Janelle, come on. Come on, Janelle. Come on. We can't. Like, oh my God, is that's what's happening on our first date? Gawk and back shots? Nobody would ever call me back. Nobody would ever call me back because I can't compete with that. I can't compete with that. I would never get called back. I'd just be out here. What do you call it? An incel? I would turn into an incel because I can't do it. I can't. No, no. No, I can't, Janelle. Let me get off of you. You crazy. You crazy. I cannot. Okay, so here we go. Here we
Women moving, speaking, texting, interacting the same way as the same people
Oh my
they have been leveling criticisms against.
If you guys want to do this thing where you go in and rock, because I know a lot of you guys like doing it, have conversations about
Oh
whether or
my
not she's on
God.
birth control. Because it seems
Oh my God. The fact that he was doing it and he was talking like this.
like she's clearly communicating. He's not. You're not consistent.
So when you're out here not moving as your authentic self and portraying your brand as arbiter of the truth, or at least close representative to the truth as possible, then you have to adhere to the same standards that you apply to everyone that you've been levying criticism against.
Me and Destiny have spoken about his dating behavior. He prioritizes his own selfish desires over other people's well-being, over what's good for his business and his career, and now it's costing him more. I say the same thing about Destiny. I think he can be self-destructive, and I don't think you would entirely disagree.
Completely disagree. I don't think I'm self-destructive at all.
To some degree, your hedonism doesn't bite you.
Nope, I think I have a really good engagement with most of my hobbies. I think I do it pretty well.
Preach have learned this the hard way, and we're talking specifically of ABBA. Lists where his actions over a couple months, and hey, I'm a fan of ABBA and Preach. Well, it just shows that it's an inauthentic representation, leaving some of us fans wondering who really is the real ABBA.
See the after effect of most of your hookups and your interactions leaving a trail of broken hearts and disappointed people. That's a moral failing. I can still look at that behavior and like, yo, you just spend time dating these women and it's just hurting all of them. You have no intentions of committing to most of them. This is all fun. You know, it's nothing responsible. You're an irresponsible person.
ABBA and Preach, and a lot of times ABBA.
So like and that's the other thing, like with young men, right? Like I think that you do teeter on the line of being irresponsible when you are like, and we talked about this on other panels, where you are not telling the truth. Okay? Like most of the times, and I'm not saying people do this now, but back in my day, and I am an older lady, okay, I guess you could say whatever, but guys would lie to girls to get them to sleep with them, and the things that they would say was that I'm looking for a relationship, you're my one and only, there's nobody but you. You know, these are the kinds of things that guys can say to girls. And I think that if you are a young man and that is how you carry yourself with ladies, right? I think that opens you up to more scrutiny from women. Okay. I think that opens you up to more scrutiny for women, because let me tell you why, right? Because you're lying to them, you're feeding into that game that they're playing in their mind, that they think is real in reality, that you know is just a game. So they are doing all of these things, and then at the end they feel swindled because you never told them I wasn't dating you seriously. And so that is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you just find a young woman attractive and you approach her and you're like, hey, look, you're hot, I like you, you're beautiful, you know, you're a classy, beautiful woman. I'm thinking like how I would want somebody to approach me, right? You're a classy, you're a beautiful woman, and I am interested in you. I would like to get to know you, but I'm not looking for anything super serious right now. How about we date? And, you know, we check in from time to time. You know, that would be good enough for me. Be good enough for me. You know, oh, you like me? Oh, you think, okay, you want to get to know me? Cool. I know how to do that. Right. And if we, you know, do or we don't do, because I have a standard that you're always going to be protected, It's an equal fair trade. I'm not getting banged up. And that's another thing. Condoms are a must, and birth control for you young ladies. But men, you cannot trust women that say they're on birth control. So even if she says she's on birth control, you still have to cover it up. Just period. You guys, like, this is like, my son's going to be driving soon. So I'm practicing the conversations that I'm going to be having with him when he's driving out at night, doing God knows what in his car, you know? So how am I doing, y'all? Y'all, I'm not doing good. You guys got jokes. Yes, you have to protect your seed. So if he was just out here raw backing everybody from his chat room, you know, busting up the club every single time, like, that is mad crazy and dangerous for the women too. Like, you open yourself up to a whole bunch of things when you're dealing with a poker that's poking everybody in every country all around the world. He got everybody flying into the 6. Like, isn't that where Drake lived? In the 6 or something like that? What's up, 3 a.m.? What's up? But
himself positions himself to be the morally superior content creator versus all the other content creators that they've been talking about. You can't be saying one thing on the other hand, telling people they have to live up to a moral higher standard, but on the other hand, the flip side, you're out there moving kind of reckless.
ABBA used the company's brand to find this young lady, fly her out to Montreal, and he flew to Switzerland. Inside her, because your brand is being used by your business partner to create public scandals. He's using ABBA and Preach to scout women, and he not only did that with Stephanie, he also did that with Libby in Azria the Amazon.
The same type of criticism going against all these other content creators that have been dealing with women on their platforms in their personal life. It just shows you nice guys, the morally upstanding guys, are the same type of individual on different sides of the coin, but on the same coin.
And as soon as he gets his chance to do the same thing the players were doing, he's way worse than any of the men that they were criticizing. Mr. Nice Guy. You were doing it at the exact same time you were preaching against it. You were doing it times 4, times 5, whenever, wherever, however you could get it. That's the issue that men got with you.
So when you wrap your whole brand in a flag of moral superiority, what you're essentially doing is a bit of moral grandstanding. And that moral grandstanding becomes moral brand assets in the videos that you create, the messages that you share with your audience. But when you're out here moving reckless and contradicting everything to your morally superior videos or your moral brand assets, those core business assets can be seen as toxic. And are they really the real authentic message of ABBA and Preach?
You know, I'm happy with the fact that I work with women, and I'm happy with the fact that it's professional. And that needs to be a standard that we set for more people, because I hate the idea that I just show up.
So I'm just so lucky that I've always worked with professional men in this space. Like, shout out. I don't know if it was because I got my start with SBC and maybe they have a lot of respect, but they always respected me. I never felt like I was preyed upon or hurt or anything, you know, like safe little cocoon. Maybe that was a little too safe. You know what I mean? I can't complain. And then who I'm working with now, I never feel like I'm in risk or at danger, or, you know, if anything, I'm more supported, and I have you know, I get more critique, but I get better work product from it. So I can't say that I've ever felt preyed upon. And maybe, I don't know, like I just feel like I have a classy audience, and it kind of follows me around YouTube, and it's kind of like insulated me from some things. So I don't know, like I never felt preyed upon. I didn't think that people reached into their chat and just like started like trying to sleep with all their chat. I didn't know that. Like maybe your panelists, you know, like I could see that. But I can't see you like reaching into the chat. Like these are people that you don't even work with them. So you don't even have just a little bit of a work relationship with them, you know, like it's kind of awkward. I don't know. Like O'Shea really throwing him under the bus too, using their brand. Like it's like, damn, O'Shea, like you just taking a knife and twisting it.
On screen with a woman, and it's automatically sex. I mean, we collabed online. We did a stream together. She would ask me for advice about different things. We talk about our lives. It's cool. There'd be some flirting here and there. So yeah, 2 times.
The problem with this is that while Abba was in a full-on beef with Fresh and Fit, he was doing the same things that he was complaining about them doing, which doesn't make it better. It still makes it pretty bad.
And some of you polite savages may ask, what is moral grandstanding? And let me go and fill you in on this. Moral grandstanding is the act of using public moral discussions to seek social status or impress an audience rather than to genuinely advance a cause, where the goal is highly moral, empathetic to the cause that they are championing. The key characteristics to moral grandstanding is the status seeking. The primary goal is to boost one's own image or brand rather than help others. As we are looking at this through the auditor perspective, we can see that the Abba and Preach brand is not being as authentic as they really truly are and employing methods of moral grandstanding.
A lot of you guys are just people, no birth control. They're not on birth control, don't care. And then hit the fan, you just looking at the ladies like, yo, take a pill. Casually saying, yo, just take a pill, do this. Y'all are so irresponsible about it. I don't even care if you guys get caught up having to pay child support.
I feel like you should just come out and like 8 Mile yourself, bro. I done had 8 girls have I just can't stop in these chicks that I fly out after knowing them for like a week.
Once again, I'm going to say Abba is one of my favorite content creators, but he has been weaponizing his own moral ethics and sharing his worldview and his opinions on others on these videos, which is in effect showing that your morals, your position on the matter is more just and is more good and opposite to the people they've been criticizing against. So when he's weaponizing his ethics to play the big brother, he has to act like the big brother, leading and helping and guiding people to becoming moral people themselves. Now, Abba has many good takes, but when it comes to the content creators that he's been criticizing, like Destiny, the Fresh and Fit brand, and all these other manosphere type of content creators, well, it just shows us that actions do speak.
Is he against the manosphere? And if he is against the manosphere, was his reasoning for being against the manosphere because he felt like the manosphere were like misogynist womanizers? Is that what it was? And is that why he's getting dragged like this so hard? Oh my God. It's making sense to me. Oh my God. Okay, 30K. Golly. I'm just out here just... It's like I'm watching the content, but I'm not drawing 2 and 2 together because they're like in the manosphere, but they're not really in the manosphere. So I don't even think about the, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're not of Kevin Samuels, but their talking points aren't really different. But if you're a girl, you're not really paying attention to that. So, okay. The audacity. And he was like really getting into Sneeko's ass and dang, y'all. So that's not cool. That ain't cool at all. That ain't cool at all.
Speak louder than words.
But I'm just not really interested in showing my own medical tests on the internet. You know, listen, after my relationship with Libby ended, I'm not gonna lie, I was moving a bit crazy.
But the bad thing is brand management. You see, your brand is something that you've built up over a decade. You and Preach, high-level commentary, accountability, the level-headed guys in the room, anti this and anti that, no pill zone. But what's really going on, my guy, is that you're kind of acting like the guys that you were upset at. Okay, yes, the rhetoric is different. Maybe you're more egalitarian, but what you're not doing is the right thing, apparently, to a lot of these folks. Or even if it was the right thing, it's definitely not the transparent thing. And this is why we shouldn't go out here and acting like we're holier than thou. But when it comes down to it and you kind of act like you acted, you know, when you were there on Destiny's.
Told him I wouldn't show up on any of his stuff in the future, probably for the best. But I just don't want to be associated with it.
When you were on Freshest.
Today on episode 2 of Surviving Fresh and Fit, I wanted to get to the bottom of this. Inside him, sugar. And now all of a sudden he's been trapped. He don't want to be a dad. You have decided that you are not going to pull out of her. You are not going to pull out of fatherhood.
Care the baby.
You are not going to pull out of fatherhood.
You're going to take care of the baby.
He has no choice. He's going to pay.
When you were saying a lot of things about a lot of folks, not defending any of these guys that I mentioned behavior, but what I'm saying is that it looks mighty strange, my guy. Mighty strange when you come out and it's kind of like you're doing the same thing. And you know, now the floodgates are open, and if anybody has a gripe with you, they're all going to come to the front of the congregation. They're going to line up, testify, glory line. It's going to be a good old-fashioned revival. Big tent outside, no air conditioning. It's going to get hot in there, my guy. And I hope you learn from this one.
Where it doesn't matter if you're a manosphere content creator or you are a detractor or levying criticisms against these content creators. When it comes down to it, biologically, you're still a man at the end of the day. And it goes to show you that a little bit of clout, a little bit of money, a little bit of prestige will make a man go do very similar things regardless of which ideology they believe in.
I mean, you don't gotta have money to be acting like a pookie. I mean, you can be a pookie with a lot of money. You can be a pookie with a little bit of money. Like, a pookie is a pookie. He's a pookie. Like, you're just out here banking on the fact that you can force people to like take Plan Bs. Allegedly, I don't know. What? When you could just wear a condom, like, or not wear a condom, but just settle down with one young lady. You know, like what's wrong with that? What's wrong with just settling down with one lady that you can shoot up the club? You know, you can know that she's on birth control because you see her take it every day. You know, it's right there by her toothbrush. She can't miss it in the morning. She brushes her teeth and she pops in her birth control and she goes on about the day. And when you sleep with her at night, you know she's taking it. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, that's how relationships are supposed to progress. Pookie and preach. Yeah. Yes, Sandra. Yes, Sandra. Pookie and preach. Lord have mercy. I should have known. Like, the only couple of times that I've played their videos, my audience like has a reaction. Like, they don't like y'all. So today it just dawned on me. Oh God. Okay. So let me stand corrected. 30K said no, Rose, a lame turned Pookie. Overcorrected. Yeah. He was like, I'm gonna turn this motherfucker out. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Thank you so much, 30K. Thank you to everybody that has contributed so far. I appreciate y'all so much. 30K for the super chat, 3 a.m. for gifting the membership, 30K for gifting 5 memberships. Homie, it's good to see you. Thank you for my roses. Lee Turner, thank you so much for your super chat. I will not slander the Knicks. I will not slander the Knicks. My husband is walking around. He wants me to slander the Knicks, but don't tell anybody. All right. And Lee Turner, thank you so much for everybody that has donated to the channel, for the super chats and the super stickers. I'm going to play this for y'all. Okay, so it is about 7:30. I'm gonna drop the link. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything, Messy. How are you today? I'm just now dropping the link. Sorry. Hold on.
When it ultimately comes down to show all of us that it matters in what type of steps you take, what type of actions that you make to show us how you truly lead.
2023. That's when I meet Steffi. We only met up one time and then we cut contact. I didn't hear from her until many, many months later. And that is when she tells me that she was both pregnant. Was it mine? Was I involved? I have no idea.
Abba only talks about 2 times that he met Stephanie. But Stephanie would counter that with this.
Here's my travel things. Then we met 2022 and 2026. So you can see the flight logs, okay?
Abba completely left out the fact that she met him just 2 months ago. Why he decided to leave that out, I'm not sure, but she brought her receipts. It looks like she's reading a book at his house, it appears, maybe at the gym on March 17th. And then also this is her running around. All of these point to the fact that she's hanging out with Abba, yet on his stream, he failed to mention that. And this is, I don't know, man, this is kind of like nasty work in a way.
Where fans like myself take
I think you're on mute, boo.
a step back, questioning all the hit pieces, all the videos, all that content that have.
Sorry about that. My dog was going crazy. It's good to see you.
You too. Thanks for bringing me up.
You're
I was
welcome.
over on Ask a Brother, and as soon as I was done, I came right on over here.
Yay! Very cool. Did you have a good time over there?
I did. That's my first time. I'm going to be interviewed next month, so I look forward to that.
Yeah, he makes it very cushy. He's it's very comfortable to sit and talk with him.
Yeah. So I'm making my rounds, meeting some new people. Shout out to the chat. Y'all make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribing. Yeah. Are you an untouchable? I'm all off subject. Are you an untouchable?
I guess I'm just like heavily affiliated.
Okay.
Okay, well, why do you ask?
Because I always see you on there. So I'm like, Fatty better have hired you. Might as well get you on over there.
Well, I think I'm affiliated, closely affiliated.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's so crazy that you asked me that, because I did want to talk about the whole Tommy thing. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't know about it, so I'm ready. Now this I haven't looked at tips on video on this Abba and Preach stuff, but you know I'm Abba and Preach. I'm sorry, Abba Dabba Dude out, but I'll be glad to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, because I've been listening to you in the morning, and so yeah, I hear a little bit. So I will let this play a little bit more, and then I think Danny's trying to join. Danny, okay, I see you. So I'm adding you up. Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. I didn't think you was gonna have me that quickly. I'm good.
Yeah.
Hey, good to see you. Putting in work over there. I see you.
Yeah.
I tried.
I think you found your little niche. Like, you've been doing good. So okay, so I'm gonna let this play a little bit, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Created about Fresh and Fit, about all these other manosphere content creators. Is this the true position that Abba himself actually leads and believes in? Or is he just parroting an ideology back to the audience by seeming to be relatable to the average fan who do not have the same money, same clout, same sort of power that he is able to get in obtaining women that he's able to date that he normally would not be able to get?
Greetings, class. Professor Savage in the house, and today's word is hypocrite. A hypocrite is when someone fakes virtue, when someone acts like they are doing something that they're not doing. They're quick to criticize, but not quick to accept accountability. And when they're really talking accountability, when you hear their mouth move and talking those words, that's when you need to pay attention. My guy, Abba, it's time to step to the front of the congregation. You was out there slipping and sliding, but it's
literally
you and Fresh, kind of like the same person. And listen, I'm not here to pocket watch, and I'm not here to watch what you do, what you did to them. But what I am going to say is that you had a whole lot to say about a whole lot. And when it came down to it, my guy, you was doing the same thing, the same clapping, the same recklessness, flying people in and flying people out. And when you got caught, you came out and you kind of dodged that accountability, because one thing is for certain, you ain't got no room to talk about nobody. You dig?
With the Tip Network's final verdict, we can see the Abba and Preach brand has been compromised by Abba's actions off platform in his personal life. Shows right there to all of us that the product is defective. When the lead man, the lead anchor, the key man on Abba and Preach is moving in a similar vein and fashion as the manosphere content creators that they are critiquing. Where if Abba himself had a twin, a duplicate, what would that duplicate Abba say? What type of commentary he would make, what type of criticisms he would have against an Abba that moves this particular way.
But when he engages in like actual behavior that I think is reprehensible, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And, and unfortunately, we live in a world where optics matter. How you carry yourself matters. The things you say, the choice of words, the way you carry in your personal life, the way the drama spills out, it matters.
Maybe talking the talk, but he's not walking the walk. Where it sounds like to me, rules for thee, but not for Abba and Preach. If you want to get,
so I'm gonna let it hang right there, because I've heard Messy, I've heard you say that phrase. I think I've said it before, and Sandra, I know you've said it. And it's good to see you, Sandra. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, boo.
Hey. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for having me on.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying thank you.
Is this guy the other guy from their channel?
Yes, the other voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
He so looks like he could be a Survivor host, like Jeff Probst.
That's so true.
Yeah, he does. I thought it was interesting too when they started showing their faces. I was like, finally we can put a face with the voice.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay, so what do y'all think about this ABBA versus Fresh, or this whole or really ABBA, I guess, versus the manosphere? Because it's not really even just about Fresh, right? Like, it's about the whole manosphere at this point.
I feel like it's only about ABBA. He's definitely a hypocrite. My stance is them bringing this to the internet, and the women bringing this to the internet, and keep going, and some of the people who are saying stuff like, oh my God, ABBA, and I'm like, y'all are the same ones that be telling me women do everything wrong. Now, like there's a lot of hypocrisy around here with a lot of people. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But as far as Abba Dabba Doo, who is my new name for him, he definitely a hypocrite. They thought he was a simp. I said he really isn't a simp if he can get all up into whatever. And I said, don't use low sperm count to be getting, women, because clearly that don't work.
Yeah,
I want to know what the STD, STI rates are for all these people. That's all I'm hearing. I said, you all want to tell the story, tell it all. But I feel like I've talked about it as much as I can until something new happens.
Yeah. I think, the relationship aspect of it, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. But to be honest, my standpoint on it is focused more on how he's responded to it. So using spliced details to create narratives, showing half conversations to paint himself in one light, doxing. And the reason why this is important, especially us as content creators, imagine you say something that he doesn't like, you piss him off in some way, shape, or form, and then next thing you know, he's weaponizing his audience, taking bits and pieces of what you've said and splicing together to make you say something that you did not mean. And his lie gets millions of views, whereas your truth gets maybe like 5,000, 10,000 views. So that's the bigger issue, at least for me.
Okay.
Because regardless of the relationship stuff, yes, he's a hypocrite with that. But the bigger picture is how the fallout happened, the way he was misleading his audience to look at the women worse than they actually were. Those techniques can be used on anybody, and they were used in the past. Even with the Daisy Walter situation, he showed bits and pieces of their conversation to make it look like Daisy was just coming on to him for no reason. But she showed the text messages that he didn't show, and he was flirting with her, texting her at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's the girl from the fresh guy from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So he was messaging her from the receipts she showed. He was messaging her, comforting her, checking in on her, flirting with her, saying that it was fate, that she had woke up and saw his message, and she had said she had a dream about him, and he was like, oh, what happened in the dream? And when she didn't answer the question, he replied to his own message and was like, but what about that dream though? And so it's just, when it comes to that aspect, that's the part that I'm more focused on, because relationship stuff, that's not going to affect us because we're not trying to sleep with him. Like we're not trying to be the next, woman on the docket. However, as content creators, it should terrify us that a larger creator could misuse his trust that he has with his audience because they're not double checking the things that he's posting or saying, in order to lie on other people, and then have his audience then go attack them and discredit them and ruin their reputation.
Wait. He sent his audience to attack her?
Yeah. Oh, during the live stream. Oh, yeah. During the live stream, he told them to go into her chat and say woof woof. And not only that, he doxed where she worked. He doxed where she was, the general area she was living. He doxed the phone numbers. The other woman, Steph, he doxed her information. It was just a
doxing for
sure.
sure.
It was a mess. It was a whole mess. So that's the part that I'm more concerned with.
So I didn't know that part. I didn't know that he was telling people where she worked at, and no, that's a step too far. Yeah,
shared sexting, text messages. Like, it was just really gross, and lied about it. Like, you got to understand the narratives that he was painting, regardless of how you feel about the women, at least be honest about the situation. When it comes to Steph, he said, oh, we went on 2 dates and she just scorned because I didn't want to date her anymore. The whole time, in his mind, he got her pregnant a few years prior. So why are you then telling your audience that you went on 2 dates in order to make her look like she's just mad because you went on 2 dates and didn't want to date her anymore?
They knew 1 years prior?
Yeah, I think it was like 2021 or 2022. That's when they first linked up, and according to them, both her and him, he got her pregnant, she got an abortion. And it's just, the whole thing's a mess. Even with Libby, however you feel about the woman is neither here nor there. She told a story on Stevie Knight about the Montreal fight, said that she flew out there. He ignored her for 2.5 days playing video games while she's out in the living room, sitting on her phone. And then he brings up a conversation about how attractive other women are, even though apparently they had that conversation before, and she said it made her uncomfortable. And then at that time, she's in her first trimester of being pregnant. So you take that interview, you tell your audience she just left because of a minor conversation, and then you take that interview and you cut out the details where she's mentioning the video games, where she's mentioning that you ignored her for all that time, and you cut it in a way to make it seem like she made a complete sentence, but really you spliced out a big chunk of what she said. And he did it in such a way that if you were not watching, you would think she was saying one sentence, but really there was more details that he cut out. And if you look closely, you could see the jump cut. And it's a mess. So regardless of how we feel about this woman is neither here nor there.
Yeah, no, I get that
but
part.
Those techniques and tactics can be used against anybody, you, me, the next person. And with his large audience, that could be very damaging to somebody like us. We're making some money, but he comes and discredits our credibility on some BS. And now
one of the things that I said is that you want to take on somebody this big, be ready for it. So your opinion is your opinion, and I'm with you, girlie. I'm with you. At the same time, was it worth it? Would be my question. For what?
So she came out against him first. He didn't come out against her first.
Yeah, she brought all this to the internet for sure. She was a woman scorned. You want to play? Be ready to play. And that's what's going on, because in my head, I'm like, again, you against 2.26 million subscribers. Like, what do you want? What is the goal? Because even if it was a woman scorned and you want to tell women about him, women's nature is to go forward to the thing. That's typically women's nature. So unfortunately, it would be women who probably still want to go to him, because originally the guys were saying he was a simp. And I'm like, when all these girls keep coming out, I said, clearly he's not. And clearly it's working. And low sperm count clearly is not true, even though they're saying that it's true. What low
I should try that line.
To Generation X, and what it means today are clearly two different things. I mean, I feel like it's a line and it has worked. And it's like, ladies, this is another lesson that, one, you can't go around screwing everybody as soon as you meet them. Two, you need to get to know people. Three, you can't be believing lines like, oh, I got a low sperm count. That doesn't mean you don't protect yourself. Like, there's a lot of lessons to learn around here. And a man, and I hear you, Sandra, on that part, but I'm just not looking that too deeply into it like that. So shout out to you for doing all that work, child. You got all that. You got all of that. But I still am
those
always...
text messages was like, what?
Girl.
Who does that? Like, why tell the lie if the other person has the other proof that you're omitting?
I said that exactly.
The reason why is because
text messages, right?
The reason why is because his audience is bigger, more people will see the lie than they will the truth. His audience trusts him so much that they're not going to go back and verify what he's saying. So that's the problem that I have. That's the reason why I see this as such a big deal, because it could happen to anyone. You could be on his good side one moment, and then the next moment he's targeting you because you said something critical of him in a video and it rubbed him the wrong way. Now he's misleading his audience to believe that you're one way when really you're not. And so that's the reason why I dislike that so much. The relationship aspect of it, sex 101, it is what it is. Like, put a condom on that thing. Don't believe low sperm count. Like, all of that stuff is extremely valid. And I don't disagree. I don't disagree about the toxic relationship and all this other stuff, but it's the way he responded to it. That's the red flag, because that's just another instance of that behavior, because he's done it before. He did it to, like I said, Daisy back then. And then also he did it to Stevie Knight, telling people to look at the titles of his videos. But then the videos he was name dropping, Stevie was actually saying things that are pro-Black.
That's where I met Sandra at, y'all. Actually, I met her from those videos where she was proving that Abba clearly did not listen to these videos. I was like, ooh. So she's an Abba Dabba expert for real.
I wonder where it came from.
A lot deeper than I do. I just be like, okay, moving on. There's too much going on. Shout out to you though, boo.
Yeah, because the videos have been interesting and I didn't know so much about them, like I just kind of heard about them through, I think, Kevin Samuels, and I watch their videos from time to time. So it's like, I guess I'm a fan because I watched the videos, but I wasn't like entrenched in everything that they did. I probably watched like one video every 2 weeks or something like that. So that's why it's been interesting to me. But what's up, 3 a.m. and Danny? What do y'all think about the Abba and Preach?
Hey, 3 a.m.
What's up?
Debacle.
I only know about the videos because other people review. Like I did, to be honest, I don't even know who these people are. Like,
how lucky.
Like a lot of these people that come into my algorithm are because other people are reviewing them. Like I wasn't following their content, so like this is like some Days of Our Lives crap.
Danny, how about you?
Well, Allegedly, there's supposed to be 4 that we're up to now. So the only thing I'm wondering is,
For pregnancy or for women?
supposed to be 4 women, period.
Oh,
Unless it changed. Unless
no.
it changed.
Sandra knows. Sandra, how many women?
I know, right?
Yeah,
But knowing Abba, but knowing
oh, I'm
Abba,
sorry.
we're probably gonna hear about number 5 and
Mhm.
number 6 and so
Mhm.
on and so on. But the thing that gets me with all of this, at the same time he was talking about Fred, he was on the exact same type of timing. Hypocrisy, anyone?
Mhm. Definitely.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, how are you going to be talking about, maybe I think the thing that throws people off is that they think because they're not sinning in the exact same fashion that the person that they're talking about is sinning, but it's like you might not be sleeping with married men, but you could also be out there fornicating. Right. But the person that's just out there fornicating with 5 men a week versus the one that's sleeping with the married man only, they look at each other sinning as different when it's the same, So I'm thinking
Yeah,
that
it's the
it's
same
something like
thing.
this.
The amount may be different, but fornication is fornication. I mean, let's give it a buck.
Yeah. I feel you. I'm in agreement. Like, I think it's woefully hypocritical for him to be acting like that against Fresh. If you just don't like the man, you just don't like the man. You don't have to hark on one mistake he made. Like, you're not out here making 4, potentially 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, allegedly. We don't know. But I think that I feel sorry for Preach in the situation.
I do.
Because it's like you don't know what your partner does when he's behind closed doors with women. Like, you'll never know that. Like, it can look one way in front of you, but it clearly was a whole different way. Because if you knew that your partner was moving this way, maybe you would be like, hey, bruh, you're getting too chummy with the girls in the chat, or pull back. Like, this happened once or twice. Now this is looking like a pattern.
Did he
You might
find these
chill.
people from the channel?
So that is what O'Shea is alleging.
O'Shea is making tons of money. Okay.
I know, but see, that's why I
Oh.
didn't know whose video to pick. Sandra, do you know how they met? How the girl met Abba?
I believe most of the women meet him on like Instagram. So like they'll like his pictures and then he'll slide in their
Oh.
DMs.
Okay.
Isn't that the same way that the chick that Fresh got in, that situation with? Was that the same way?
Oh, through
Through
Instagram?
Instagram?
Maybe.
I don't know, but I
They
feel
were
like
calling
I
her
heard.
OnlyFans. They were calling her OnlyFans model, the girl from Fresh and Fit. I thought that's why they were dragging him, because they were saying that he knocked up an OnlyFans model or something like that.
Oh,
But
you
I
might
could have
be
it wrong.
right.
I
You
could
might-
have it wrong.
No, I think you might be right.
Okay.
But something else I noticed too. When remember when the whole stuff came out with Fresh and that whole mess? Y'all noticed that Myron Gaines went ahead and started his own channel during that whole period.
So to Preach.
And look at what Preach did.
Mm-hmm.
The exact same thing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's
and,
very interesting.
and the thing is, much crap as these two like to talk about one another, they're basically 2 different sides of the same coin.
I agree.
If you look at it that way.
I agree.
yeah. Can't argue. I agree with that. That was a great pulling, putting together the meeting them on Instagram. So
How convenient.
Instagram is a dating site, from what I understand, so that kind of makes sense.
I just treat it like a business.
That's what I heard.
Well, never mind.
All you gotta do is like a
I've heard
few
some things.
pictures.
Yeah, that's what it's just like a bunch of pictures. I said, that's it?
That's the new swiping. What is it? Left or right? You just like a bunch of pictures and they slide in your DMs.
That's crazy.
You surpassed the $30 dating app fee because when they charge you, and then they charge you like all these things. Like you could do I forget, I guess it's Hinged. You can do Hinge, the regular Hinge, and then you can do the souped up Hinge where you don't get any commercials, and I guess Hinged Premium. I don't know, but yeah, that's what people at my job tell me. They have these dating apps that cost them money, like, and they're very expensive. So I guess Instagram is the cheaper option. I don't know.
What happened to the one that went bankrupt? Like it's Bumble, something like that.
Yeah, the lady was stealing the money.
Oh, dang. Buying kuda kata all around the world. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we are both, I do, Sandra, I love your videos on the whole ABBA stuff. I had no idea that he was doing all of those creepy things to her. But it's like, if she came at him first, I mean, he moves kind of like a lame. So lames are going to get you. Like, that's how they're going to get you, So I feel bad for them because nobody wants to be doxxed. Like, clearly I don't want to be doxxed.
Right.
That is scary. People showing up at my job. I hope that you do not, but yeah, that's not cool. I wouldn't want it to ever go that far with anyone. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like the doxing is, it's crazy work.
Yeah, too.
Obviously when you put information out there like that, you have to be ready to, deal with the outcome of that and the possibility of that. But I think the digital footprint of him lying about different receipts and manipulating facts, that footprint, that's the biggest takeaway from all of this, because when it happens again, because people who are manipulative like this, they don't just stop. Right. They try to get a little bit better with it. So this being another digital footprint of that behavior, one day, it's going to come out like he's going to slip up real bad and he's going to do it to the wrong person. And next thing you know, credibility shot. Hopefully Uncle Preach can get his channel popping so he don't need ABBA. He don't have to go down with the ship. And it's just going to be what it is.
That is so sad. I bet ABBA is, hopefully he feels bad. I don't know, but I would be like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my business partner all over my ding-a-ling.
You're so sweet. I doubt he feels that way. Allegedly.
I cannot. So yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we said our piece with this whole ABBA and Preach, ABBA versus the internet right now. I think it's a lose. It's a lose, being the lady, being the man in this situation. It's a lose. Ladies, do better, because you brought this on yourselves. Like you flew out to this guy. You flew out to this guy, like, ew, like never. I wouldn't even fly him. I wouldn't fly him anywhere. Okay. I'm sorry that you got to make better choices. You got to make better choices. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So now, speaking of got to make better choices, I need to take accountability because I need to make better choices, because I went on a panel, which was, I went, yeah. So I went on a panel with Melanin Legacy. It was her channel, and this was a night where she often
untouchable. That's why. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, she's also like an affiliate. I don't know if she's, I don't know. We're just like in this like limbo. Like,
go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, we work together often. I had built like a trust with her. She was on my channel one night, late night, and we were on for hours. So it was like, I felt like I needed to like support her channel. So she was on, I jumped on, Tommy was there, and it went left. And it started going left because, well, I think it started going left as soon as I said the words suspected white supremacist. When I said that phrase right there, it's like his little antennas went up and he was like, oh, you watch Tariq Nasheed. And I was like,
oh, they have a long history. They have a long history of
yeah,
beefing with one another.
yeah. But he was acting cool, so I thought it would be cool to just, you know, kind of tell the truth. Or I mean, I can't lie about the shit. Yeah, I like him. So basically, you know, I came to YouTube to watch you and Tariq Nasheed because I used to hear these phone calls, you know, whatever. I don't think I said all that, but I did tell him that I came to YouTube many years ago to listen to him and Tariq Nasheed. And that is like, I think, what catapulted into the mess that ensues. Now, I don't think I should play the video because it's removed from Mel's page and it's on Rumble, and then it's not edited down, so it has curse words in it, lots of curse words. I think that it goes against a lot of guidelines, and I think it also say that again.
I think that the number of curse words is why it got.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I will share the link with y'all so y'all can go and watch it. I'm gonna grab it. But basically,
I'm on Rumble right now. I don't see it. Let's go. What happened? Are you okay?
Wait, hold on. Let me get it for you. Hold on.
I'll be forgetting about Rumble.
Yeah, so let me, Winston, no. Stop, please. Okay, so let me go to her page and then I will drop it on the back chat.
You got to give the rest of the tea because I feel like there's
okay. Yeah, so I go on the channel. I mentioned because we're talking about the whole Kevin Hart bad jokes from that dude Tony Hinchcliffe. And so in talking to him about that, I'm thinking he's like, it's okay for white people to make jokes about George Floyd. You know, that's basically we were getting into that conversation, and I was defending myself against it, saying, no, you know, George Floyd had nothing to do with the roast, so he shouldn't have been mentioned. It was done in bad taste, and I feel some type of way about it. I just did a video on it, right? And so he is, in one vein, he's defending white people saying this horrible joke about George Floyd, and then in the next,
Tommy. Okay.
Yes, Tommy is defending white people's right to talk about George Floyd. I'm saying that ain't cool. Like, he had nothing to do with it. You know, keep the roast about Kevin. Then we get into because someone brought up a super chat, one of Melanin or him brought a super chat. They highlighted it. It was a $5 super chat from a follower, an ex-follower of the Untouchables, I guess new follower of Tommy. And in the super chat, she's like, she is fake, Tommy. Like, she laughed at them calling you crispy in Fatty's chat during a live one day. So as we're having conversation, Tommy says, I'm going to make this personal right quick. And I knew then that he was going to be talking about that super chat, or at least in my mind, I jumped the gun and assumed that he was going to mention the super chat and the fact that I laughed at Tariq Nasheed calling him crispy. Now, I have
had to do with Jay Prince as well.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
A lot of it had to do with Jay Prince as well.
Oh, okay. So you think Jay, well, yeah, because, well, I didn't really want to tell them the Jay Prince part, like, because Tommy was like the bigger issue, and I felt like I handled Jay Prince as good as I could as far as the light skin, dark skin thing goes. But anyway, he got upset because I claimed it. I said, yeah, I did laugh at the joke. I probably should have even said that I've played the video on my channel, right? He went completely berserk on me, like every cuss word, everything. I'm sitting up there with him, Melanin, and like probably 3 or 4 other guys that are like clearly in his, subby group. They're subscribers of him, big fans of his. And the conversation becomes like, I'm not Black, after we just had this conversation about me being Black, that I shouldn't laugh at colorist jokes. Now, when they were asking me questions, they said, do you not understand that when he says the word crispy, he's talking about his skin, right? I said, no. In my mind, the reason why I said no was because I saw it as 2 people of the same color talking about each other. So it didn't seem colorist to me, because it's not like Tariq Nasheed is my complexion saying it to Tommy. So I thought it was okay for me to laugh at.
It is
And
okay for you to laugh at whatever you think.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing. If they want to say that it's okay for everybody to laugh at the George Floyd joke, then why can't we laugh at Crispy?
That is what I was trying to get at. Like,
I'm sorry, and not only that, hold on, I'm sorry, but with the whole crispy thing, dark skin don't necessarily mean you look crispy. Okay, you can be dark skinned and have smooth, well moisturized skin. It don't mean crispy mean you got you crusty. There's a crust, the level of crust to your skin, and that has nothing to do with a skin tone.
Right. Okay. So that's my thing, right? Like it could totally be that. It could totally be crusty or crispy or ashy or whatever. Like I was saying, that's what we as Black folks do to each other. We jump each other, we rip on each other, like
especially in the hood.
The Black men that were in the chat on the panel with me, they were like, we're in Black culture. Have you ever heard the word crispy? And I'm like, so I have to go through all the cinematography from John Singleton to what's his name from the lady, not Stellar Got Her Groove Back, but the man, not John Singleton, but the man that made he always had basketball, Spike Lee. I gotta go back to Jungle Fever. I gotta go back to I gotta go back to School Day.
You had to go to ClickLine and get up off of that live stream. That's what it sounded like had to have done.
Yeah, so my extended
He was determined to be antagonistic against you. I noticed he was setting it up before G Prince dropped those shit crumbs that Tommy picked up and molded into some bullshit, right?
Yeah.
He was setting up to be anti against your opinion towards the comments, but when G Prince did what he did, he said, you know what, I got something better, and he went with that. I was literally watching him do it, and it pissed me off when he took that route because it was very disingenuous.
Well, I learned my lesson. Like I will definitely be staying away from any panel where he is ever around. But I did want to drop the Rumble link for y'all in case people want to watch it. It's just I don't want to get in trouble for but did she remove it? Oh, and then what's his name actually posted some of it.
I spliced the ending up on my channel.
This is I'm dropping it in the chat. That's the Rumble link, and that's from Melanin's page if you guys want to watch it, because I do want to be transparent, and I would love for you guys to give me like your thoughts on it. And then let me see. And then I wanted to share it with y'all too, but I don't know where my back chat is. But anyway, yeah.
This
so
is on his channel.
Yes, on Rumble, on his channel on Rumble, I think. Yeah, and I can't remember what. I don't. That's the one thing, Sandra. I got to get better at that, at figuring the timestamp. But I think I joined after about 20, 30 minutes into it. Yeah, but so I dropped it there, and that's the comment section. But where is my, I'm sorry, y'all. How do I talk to y'all? Yeah. So homie, I appreciate you being there. You were in the chat with me while that was happening. It was hard for me to like keep up with what was going on in the chat. I never should have paid attention to the chat in the first place.
I came in there around like the end of it.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately I sat there rewind and soon as I saw Jay Prince, I figured what that's what the deal was about you being mixed, basically.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was how the conversation started. We got started on the whole mixed, you're mixed, I'm, you can't be black. Like he was telling me I couldn't be black.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. It's a lot about whether you're black or not. You're 25% black and all this other stuff. And
And it's crazy because
Question and
initially
you
it started with
black
Melanin
and
defending
all that.
her in that area.
Yeah.
being black.
Right.
Yeah. So Jay Prince dropped the shit crumb, saying that bullshit out of context. It wasn't even called for, right? So Mel came and bit his head off behind it in her defense. Tommy picked the bullshit back up and pretty much was like, well, fuck what you doing, Mel. I'm about to go at her. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And instead of doubling go ahead.
Yeah, Mel couldn't really, and I don't blame her for it, homie. Like, I don't feel no type of way. Like, like she works with him. They have a working relationship. She didn't want to get involved.
You could tell it was hard for her to endure that while watching it because her facial expression didn't match anybody else's. And like I said, she initially came in your defense in that. Then everybody else took Tommy's side when Tommy decided to go on the attack. Right?
Yes.
Nobody was in agreement with G Prince until Tommy was in agreement with G Prince.
Right.
That's the shit I didn't like. That was some bitch shit.
But see, that's some sucker shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, oh, and now I'm white, so yeah. It was like you can't win for losing. You can't win for losing.
Girl, I don't even be doing panels, child. This is the reason why. I'm here for you because you're adorable, and I'm just like, let me just come on up here because I ain't got shit to do tonight.
Thank you.
But I don't be doing no panels, girl. This is a mess. This is a mess. This is a mess.
Yeah, that yelling back and forth. I can't do that. I had my little stint of doing panels all the time.
Girl.
And I'm pretty sure I got like a few gray hairs from it. Unless it's like something chill like this. It's all good if it's something chill like this. But other than that, I'm not. No, I don't know how you do it, sis.
Yeah, I need to like.
Go ahead.
Danny. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Me being the type of person I am, I couldn't do no film. Cause me being the person I am, I would have to pull up on somebody.
No, we don't do that. Let's not put that out here in the ether.
We can't do that because then we'll get in trouble, and we don't need that. We don't need that.
And unfortunately, they're saying these things in these comments. So that no.
See, that's why I stay in my lane.
Yeah. You keep doing what you do, like the way that you do it. But I feel like everywhere that Tommy Sotomayor goes, it always goes left anyway. So that's the reason why people want him to be on there, and he's a draw and all that stuff. Like he's on YouTube a lot. He was just on yelling at somebody, and I just be like, Lord. No offense, I have no issue with him, but it's just like it's always an argument and a screaming match, and it's like, why? I'm not coming onto this internet to be arguing with people. Like, I'll go to Fatty's. I'm not gonna lie, I will go to Fatty's panel, specifically when he talks about politics, not that relationship stuff. I'm not doing that relationship stuff. And I do that, and like if they start acting wild, I just sit there, child. I'm not arguing with y'all.
Yeah, because it's like, I think the point is somewhat valid, right? I see where he was trying to get at, with, okay, it's okay to joke here, but I can't joke there.
Mhm.
But it's like the way you go about communicating that, like, why does it have to be some emotionally driven thing? Like, why not just attack the point and let that be what it is? It doesn't have to be this, well, I'm gonna get, and then start getting sassy. Like, that's the way, that's the reason why people look at him the way they do. It's not that he doesn't bring up
Exactly.
good points. It's because his points are shrouded in so much emotion, like feminine emotion, like not even good femininity, like toxic femininity emotion.
Well, he did say
and it's
himself every morning.
unnecessary.
He did say himself every morning he has to wake up and slap the bitch out of himself. So I guess that morning he forgot to do that.
He need to slap harder. He need to slap harder if that's the case, because that's crazy. You can, you can have a valid point, but just say that. It doesn't have to be this big thing.
Yeah, he has
Thank you,
a
Mont.
bad handle
Thank
on his
you.
emotions.
Let's give Mont the attention that he wants. So Mont dropped a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Mont. He says, I can tell you how she can do panels because she's no different from them. She's just as wild and irrational and willing to get in the mud when angry. Only
And
with
Mont can
you,
kiss
Mont.
my black ass.
Only with you, Mont. Only with you. It takes a bitch
Kiss
to
my
know
ass,
one.
Mont.
I guess I was about to say, I guess y'all know each other.
I mean, who does that? If you don't like me, just stay away. Like, I would never be on your channel sending you money.
Send
Never.
that money. Send
No,
another
let
one.
him send the money. Keep
send
it
that
coming.
money. Yes.
Keep it coming.
I prefer those types of trolls than the other
Right.
that just talk shit and don't send
Yeah,
no money.
please don't block the paying trolls, guys.
Exactly.
Okay, but yeah. I'm not gonna sit as a grown woman on a panel and be a shrinking flower because you guys can't handle truth sometimes. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It just is what it is. I'm 44. I'm not 34. I'm not 24. All that little weak shit that y'all be out here doing, I can call it out, whether you're a man doing it or a woman doing it. That's what being grown affords you.
You go, girl.
I mean, good Lord, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was a mess. So I sent y'all, I figured out the private chat. Shout out to Chat GPT. So I sent y'all the link. It's crazy. It did not feel good. I don't know what, for whatever reason, I thought I was going to be able to like reason with him, but there was no reasoning. And so he dropped me. And so it looks like maybe I rage quit or something, but I didn't rage quit, y'all. I got dropped. So that was the one thing that I wanted to clear up. And yes,
I thought you quit.
No, I didn't quit. No, I'm not a quitter. I will sit there and I will take it. And shout out to you, Red Lipstick Vibes, in the chat, because earlier you said yes, she asked in her chat how we feel about respecting our elders. Like, I grew up in the South, so that does resonate with me. Like, you will hear me say yes, ma'am, or yes, sir, when I'm dealing with a certain elder in my community. Like, I always try to be respectful first. But I do feel like sometimes it gets me in trouble because I'm trying to be traditional and proper, and the other person is like going there, because clearly Tommy is my elder. It's not good I would never cuss Obsidian out. Like, I would never try to cuss Tommy out or Kevin out. Like, I would never, even in disagreement.
What the fuck?
So let me turn you down, homie. I don't know what's going on over there.
Right.
But I would never try to just be disrespectful off rip, but I understand that respect is earned. So I could do better about respecting myself and, nipping it in the bud, either dropping myself or saying, okay, this is where I'm gone off the panel, so yeah, I just wanted to say that. It was a lot. I know, Justin, don't. Dang, Tommy is an elder. I know. I guess, like it's like you have respect for these people because they're older than you. They have more skin in the game. Kind of it's like their sweat equity kind of plays a role, and you don't want to be disrespectful.
Sweat equity, one of our new phrases. Come on now.
I had a restaurant, so I always use that with my old staff.
Oh, okay.
You weren't just a waitress, like you were everything. You were an office manager. Like, I used to try to speak life into them. Now they're grown and getting married, and it makes me so happy. But yeah, that's what happened, guys. That's my show for today.
I apologize for going off on month, but I have
No,
it with
it's
you.
okay. It's okay. It gives me something to talk about. I've already done a video on him. Maybe there'll be a part 2, Mont. You just keep doing it to yourself. I literally, I didn't know that he was around anymore because I don't see him because I don't be checking for him like that. So I must be on a lot of people's minds. Yeah.
Probably.
And here he goes again. Oh, and here he goes again. Yeah. It's like, cool. Thank you for your super chats. I have something for you, Mont. I have something for you. This will make you laugh. So you can't say I didn't give you the full smell the roses experience. Yeah. So I wish I could play the video, y'all. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay somebody to edit it down so that we can do a real review of it. So it won't be every cuss word and everything. But someone told me that I need to be careful with doing panels with him because I don't want to get my channel taken down. So I don't want to risk it. I've been doing pretty good lately. I'm going to keep it going.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because people like that will, say the most wild thing to try to get your channel taken down. Like they do it on purpose.
Exactly.
That's why you just got to be careful, bringing people up. Like I've seen some channels where people will call in and they'll be naked just to try to get the stream taken down. So you just gotta be careful.
Okay, no, Lord have mercy. Now somebody has tried it on me. But I didn't show it. They were in the back chat and they like just whipped it out. And I was like, oh, and I had to click them off. But I knew it was a setup. I knew it was a setup by the name. So I said from now on, if I ever see a crazy name like that, I'm just gonna nix them off the rip. Like
it's crazy.
But yeah, that's really all I have for tonight, y'all. I'm glad I got Messy and Sandra and Danny and Homie here to talk to me tonight. I have been bad with doing my 2 nights a week live show, so I'm going to get back to that now that no more 10th grade chemistry, no more 10th grade German 2. Oh my God, my son's classes kicked my ass. Sandra, you are in for a rude awakening, okay?
Well, I got a little bit of time. My children, they're real little, so I got some time.
Ain't no time, girl. Start studying chemistry today. Pick that second language that they have to learn today and start on it tonight, okay?
I'm gonna leave the chemistry for Justin. He's the science and math. I'm gonna leave that for him. I'll teach him the other stuff.
Girl, I'm telling you. Homie, you have babies in school?
I got a 12-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
Oh my God. So you gonna be messed up.
Oh, we both got 3-year-olds.
My middle daughter already got her cycle at 9, and I wasn't ready.
Oh my God. No, you gonna be, let me tell you, her teenage years gonna be rough on you.
I know it's a losing game. I'm prepared to take my L. I'm not gonna be happy about it though.
It's okay. The internet will whip you into shape. Okay.
The internet might do damage. Mess around in this red
be
pill
on the
space.
right. No. Be on the right side of the wrong side is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Well, you know what? If I need advice, I'll reach out to you for some assistance.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be an empty nester and I'll be here to help you. Yeah. Yeah, because my womb is polluted. So that's why I only got one. That's what they say. Whatever. Anyway.
Oh, thank you. Well, everybody hates Mod says that he watched my Dr. Bryant video. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Okay, so he says, Messi, I liked your Dr. Bryant video. I said they both were wrong also. I said she was acting like a woman. The fellas tried to fight me on it, though.
Yeah, Torre is LTM.
Okay.
Low
LTM.
Low testosterone male. Definitely LTM.
I had to explain to my husband, Messi, when we were barbecuing over the weekend, we were watching you. And my husband was like, what are all these words that she says? And I'm like, my favorite one is sassy straights. And he hadn't heard you said it. And I was downstairs. And all of a sudden he was like, ha! Like he laughed so hard. I was like, what happened? He was like, she said it. She said sassy straights. He was like, that shit is so funny.
Those are the words that I try to put all the words that women call men. So one of the main ones are sassies. So I just call the gentlemen sassy straights because they're straight, but they're sassy. So,
but women call them sassy. It's funny.
Call them sassy, yeah.
You will love Messi's content, homie. You will love her content.
I don't know if I want my old lady saying nothing like that. My old lady petty.
Oh, you
should weaponize it.
Let me tell you something. My husband was like, I don't want to listen to this. And by the time I had to pull my phone away from him, he was addicted. Okay.
You know what? I'll go by after the show and check it out. I'll drop a sub on that.
I will make sure to drop all the content creators information in the description box after the video, you all, so that you guys can go and give their channels some support, subscribe to their channels, join their memberships. So fun. I'm telling you, so fun. Sandra is good for road trips. Her videos, oh my God. Oh my God.
You.
Very educational. Very, what the hell? My husband was like, what the hell? I was like, I'm telling you, she's smart. He was like, I didn't know that. Looked it up. He was like, yeah, she know what she talking about. I'm like, yeah, I don't listen to Rudy Poots. Okay.
Thank you.
Aw, baby. And Danny, I love you too. You are my ride or die. Okay. You're like my first subscriber, my most realist subscriber. You be telling me the truth. Okay. I appreciate that. And you always have my too everywhere I go. Even when I don't know that I'm in the badlands of YouTube, you get me out of there. You're like, abort mission. And I get the hell on. Okay. And I appreciate y'all so much for rocking out with me.
Thanks for having me up.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Next week, I'll have better topics and videos to go with them. So if you guys would love to come back, I would love to have you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm not busy, I'll definitely pop in.
Yeah.
And
Did you move
but I
away
do want to
from
bring you.
Did you move away from me?
No, we're still in the area. We're in the process of moving further south for a little bit, and then we're gonna settle in. We're working on getting a house. So
okay.
Good work. Good for you. Good for you.
Yay.
It's hot in the south. It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot as hell today. Okay, look at me. I got this black t-shirt on. I was tripping today. Okay.
I was soaking wet at work.
Yeah. I'm in Georgia and you in New Orleans, right? Like, yeah, I know y'all was sticky sweaty. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And Messi, you're up north.
Yeah, Philly.
Okay. In Philly. Okay. Is it hot there yet?
It's humid today.
Okay.
Humid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So the rain, it's been doing what it's supposed to do, but yeah, I had to walk outside. Don't tell nobody, with my bonnet on today. I was walking outside with my bonnet on, y'all, because I did not want my little silk press to be looking like Diana Ross later on. Okay.
I'm telling Rosie, you shouldn't have wore that bonnet.
I wore it from the parking deck to my building, and I snatched it off as soon as I walked through the door. But I couldn't, y'all. I couldn't. Okay, I couldn't, y'all. But yeah, all right. So I love y'all so much. It was good having all y'all up here. Now I'm gonna go eat dinner and get ready for another day of working for the man every night and day.
All right.
Make sure y'all check out the crispy song on my page.
Well, yeah. So I can't. I didn't want to play that up here with Messi and Sandra, but had they never joined, then I would be a little ratchet with y'all. I would play it. Just to be petty,
I'll
but
check
I
it
can't
out.
do that. I can't do that with the OGs. I can't do that. But I love y'all. Y'all have a good night.
All right, y'all.
Too.
Good night.
Bye bye.
All right, see y'all later.
Well, that was my show, guys. I wanted to talk about the whole crispy thing, and then I started watching the video. That's why I was a little late. I started watching the replay, and I just felt like I would get in trouble if I played the whole thing without it being edited down because there were a lot of cuss words. I did drop the link into the chat, into the live chat, which will be played. You can see the live chat on the replay, but I'll also drop a link to that video in the description box, as well as the links to Messi's page, Danny's page, Homie's page, and Sandra's page. Danny and Homie are new content creators, but Messi and Sandra have been creating content for a while. You will find lots of videos on their channels, but definitely still subscribe to Homie and Danny's channel. Danny covers all of the court cases that are going around the country that you don't have time to watch, but you want to know what's going on. So his channel is super, super, super cool too. I often listen while I'm on my lunch break or on my car ride home from work, because I would have missed all of the court channel, all of the courtroom discussions and debates, like P. Diddy trial and stuff like that. If you're looking for stuff like that, you definitely need to go and check out Danny or Homie Omega 86641 in the chat. Okay, but I will see you guys back here probably on Monday on this channel. On Saturday, I'm going to have my civics book. I have all of my notes written out. I am going to be going live on Power and Pedals with Raquel on Saturday. I don't know the time yet because, you know, I get my hair done on Saturdays. I'm thinking 5 o'clock, but we'll see. Maybe 3 or 5 o'clock on Saturday, I will be going live from that channel, streaming to this channel for a little while. And yeah. So I hope that you guys had fun. Please like the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will see you guys soon. Okay, y'all be sweet to each other in these chat rooms and everywhere else. Okay, bye y'all.